Hello and welcome to Python tutorial number 69. Today we are continuing our look into data management techniques using the Pandas library. This episode follows on from last week's video, so if you haven't yet seen it, make sure to check it out first by clicking on the link above. Having said that, last week we saw how to delete an empty line in our Pandas data frame. But what if, instead of deleting it, we want to substitute the nan values with another value of our choosing? Well, nothing could be simpler. All we have to do is write df2 equals df.fillNA, for example 100, and then print df2. As usual, by running our code, we can see on the right-hand side that the empty values have now been substituted with the value 100. I'm sure that for all of you who watched last week's video, you can see the similarity in terms of syntax to what we saw then. If you delete an empty value, we use the drop_na command. To replace it, we use the fill_na command. So, like we did last week, let's see some other cases. For example, we could substitute the values in only one column by writing df speed, for example, dot fill na, for example 100 as we had before, and then in place equals true, and then print df. Again, by running the code, we can see that the empty value has only been replaced in the speed column. Also, if you recall what we did last week, in this case we can substitute the value in a single column without being forced to create a new data frame, because here we are never actually changing the length of any columns, as instead we did in last week's video. We could also replace the empty value in a column with the mean, mode or median value of that column. All we need to write is x equals df speed dot mean, for example, and then df dot fill na with x and in place equals true. And as you can see on the right hand side, we have our filled in value. In this case, we have the value 165, which is the average of 180, 140, and 175, namely the other values in our speed column. We could also perform the same operation using the mode or median value simply by writing x equals df speed dot mode or df speed dot median. And in both these cases, the rest of the syntax remains the same as before. Having said that, in next week's video we will look at other more advanced data management techniques. But for now, make sure to check out my other tutorials and Python challenges, as well as like, share and subscribe to the channel. As always, I look forward to seeing you all again next week for another video, and until then, happy coding!